My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Oscar Mayer, the first name in Bologna.
How's that?
President Trump has lashed out against former President George W. Bush, who recently called for bipartisanship amid the coronavirus pandemic. On Sunday, Trump tweeted out a quote he attributed to a Fox News host. "Oh, by the way, I appreciate the message from former President Bush, but where was he during impeachment calling for putting partisanship aside?" Trump then included his own pointed comment, writing, "He was nowhere to be found in speaking up against the great hoax in American history." Bush was featured in a Twitter video Saturday where he talks about coronavirus's impact on the nation, adding,
"In the final analysis, we are not partisan combatants. We are human beings, equally vulnerable and equally wonderful in the sight of God. We rise or fall together, and we are determined to rise."
What honors a man for who he is his behavior. That's why I'm pissed off. That's why I'm making this video. That's not Donald Trump. That's not Donald Trump. That's not Donald Trump then. But this is Donald Trump now.
Thank you very much. Good evening. I'd like to provide the American people with an update on our efforts to protect the integrity of our very important 2020 election. If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us. If you count the votes that came in late, we're looking at them very strongly, but a lot of votes came in late. I've already decisively won many critical states, including massive victories in Florida, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio. To name just a few, we won these and many other victories despite historic election interference from big media, big money, and big tech. As everybody saw, we won by historic numbers.
With a whole bunch of garbage. And you actually sit there and tell me that this man has character. Now. And you tell me what to say. It's all about now. And the people behind me. And the people in front of me. And the people who look like ants crawling all over the Capitol of the United States. Now you ask yourself, do you want to continue down this road by voting back in? And guess what? I really don't give a damn. My statement is something totally different. I'm talking about the lack of respect for God. Trump is who he is. But he has chosen this route. And he gonna sleep on his bed because ain't nobody made it but him. And you know why? He's so smart and so intelligent, but a dumbass at the same time. You know who caused Trump to go down this road? Because the man has nothing to do with God. Never did. Go find me a picture, go find me an audio of him talking about his spirituality and the respect for God. That's what this is. None of y'all want to forget respect for God. I know I use profanity, but I'm not going to sit by like I have done for 20 years, hoping that this man would change. And the further back I go, the cleaner he is. So what the hell you think he is today? Ain't nobody clean, but the lack of respect that him and his dumbass false prophets.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, Almond Joy's got nuts, Peter Paul, Mounds don't. Because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.